Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading, tuning in to the day's energies, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. It's a lot in the past. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. All right, let's get to your reading. In the past, Seven of Wands, Five of Wands, Seven of Swords, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. For those of you who like the show. So what I'm getting, in the past, it looks like you have good boundaries, standing your ground, good boundaries against a very chaotic energy. I just heard a bunch of yahoos doing too much. I don't like this because there's 5 against 1. So it feels like there's a group, a chaotic group, that you've got your guard up, guard against. You're protected. They're shady. With the Seven of Swords, there's a lot of deception, lying, stealing, cheating. I just heard thunder. Feels like a confirmation. There's a lot of lying, cheating and stealing and cheating. Oh my, lying, cheating, stealing, oh my. It's about the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. It's about bankrupting someone, decimating someone, taking away their inheritance, taking away their legacy. It feels financially motivated at the heart of it with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Feels like you were ganged up on in the past. Feels like you're trying to mind your own beeswax. You're focusing on something. You're protected to some degree, or you're standing your ground against this group who's deceptive. It's about finances. Ten of Wands. It feels like you're carrying an incredible burden in the past. Incredible burden as you detach from these people and detach from toxicity, the devil energy. It looks like for some of you in Capricorn time, there's this detaching from this energy, making a break, being very burdened to leave, but recognizing that I can't work with, these people aren't going to work with me, and this is toxic. I think there's, it feels like exhaustion because you're doing it by yourself, and you've got like a group of people. This just, you feel very ganged up on. I'm not liking that at all. It feels very unfair. However, wow. However, with all this going on in your environment, I think what was happening in the past, you finally were able to see what was happening. You're finally able to see. I think for a long time you were very confused and trying to figure out what to do. Feels like you got a lot of clarity around this. And again, the Seven of Swords coming up again. This feels like you. Not lying, stealing, cheating, but not talking, not identifying what's happening. It feels like you're keeping your own counsel. You're keeping things to yourself. You're keeping quiet. You're seeing things clearly, finally. You're finally seeing the clarity where there was confusion, and you're keeping it to yourself, what you're discovering. This is an act of self-love. I think you realize that you're going to love yourself. You're going to take your energy and focus on you. There's this toxic feminine energy that feels like at the foundation of all this. It feels like there's a toxic feminine who's trying to get you to detach, trying to get you away, trying to discard you. That's kind of behind all of this. I mean, there's a group, but it feels like the leader of this is someone who, let's tune in. Let's see who this is. Someone who presents themselves as accomplished and someone who has many achievements and accomplishments, but they're not. They're clingy. This person also might have like come off as an empress upright, as abundant, as loving, as nurturing, but they're not. They're not nurturing. They're not stable. They're unstable. Four of Pentacles in reverse. There's a lack of stability. It does feel financially motivated. I think I've already said that. This toxic feminine's plan is around finances. Wow. All right. In this current energy, we have the King of Swords. As I'm looking at the spread, he's looking at the past. He's looking at what was done in the past. He's discerning. He's analyzing. This is someone, even though there's a definite up in their head type of energy, someone who's very analytical, they have some type of intuitive abilities. This King of Swords is very loyal. He takes his time. He's very dedicated to his work. This could be a detective or someone investigating in the current energy. This is someone very hard at work. This is someone who's mastered their craft. This doesn't feel, if it's a police kind of, it's not a beat cop. This is someone who's advanced in their career, someone who's very good at seeing patterns, someone who likes working. Wow. There's also this righteousness that this person has. They've had a challenging past with justice themselves. And it feels like they have experienced a lot of injustice in their life. And it feels, this person feels like they want to make a change. They don't want, they've dealt with a lot of dark energies. And they don't like seeing people get away with things. So what's going on with the King of Swords? What's this about? Why is the King of Swords looking at this? It's about money. It's about someone not getting their money, not getting their harvest. Someone who's a bad leader, who's controlling, manipulative. Someone who domineers and uses their authority, their role in coercive ways. Yeah, so someone's a bad boss, a bad leader, corrupt, like a dictator, someone very controlling. Things have to go their way. And there's a payoff, or there's not a payoff. Something's coming to light about this person. I think the King of Swords, this investigator, is looking at this bad boss. A lack of a payoff. Something's coming to light. Someone didn't strategize, didn't plan. Feels hasty around choices they make around a breakup, and playing both sides. This person is very manipulative. This Emperor in reverse. But it's coming to light. It feels like this King of Swords is really putting the pieces together. Because there was a lack of a plan. This actually just feels like finally someone looking, it's actually very easy to see. Or it's very easy for this King of Swords to recognize what's really going on. Some type of investigation, some type of analyzing, putting the pieces together, seeing what's really going on behind a breakup, and someone playing both sides of the field, someone being very masked, juggling people. Wow. Okay. So when it hits the ground, it tells me like this, whoever this is about, this Emperor in reverse, doesn't want this to be seen, is ashamed, wants to keep these cards hidden, doesn't want this to come out. Feels like this will help you identify this Emperor in reverse. You have a history with this person. Six of Cups, where they treated you very poorly. Like, hey, this is great. This is love. I'm really cold and wet and miserable here. I don't receive this as love. No, this is love. There's something wrong with you that you don't receive this as love. So gaslighting, manipulation. You might have had a child, at least a kid with this person. It was really hard to walk away from this person because you thought they were King of Cups, not Emperor in reverse. You thought this is your happily ever after. This was someone who played you with the Two of Pentacles, very masked, playing two sides. They might have played a lot of people. This person likes juggling people, creating pretense, creating masks. And even though I feel like you know who this is, it is hard to walk away from this. Maybe because you have kids with them, because there's emotional attachment to this energy. You have an emotional attachment to the image, the lie that they told you about who they are. You're not attached to who they really are. You might be attached to the fantasy that they sold you about who they are. That is not who they are. Someone very manipulative and feels like they took advantage of your childhood wounds. Wow. Okay. Let's look at what's hidden is the Emperor upright. This is a leader. Has a lot of different gears, because the Emperor is someone who has worked their way through all the kings of the deck. They are smart. They are grounded and abundant. They are very loving and nurturing. They take action. So all the different kings of the deck. So this is someone in charge. This is someone, there's this energy of learning a new way of being, learning something new. All right, so it looks like in what's hidden, there's this Emperor that's seeing something from a new perspective, trying to make things make sense about you. Whoever this leader is, they've been told, there's some story here around someone has said something about you're Klingon, you have loose morals, that old chestnut, that you're easy, those kind of messages, you get around, but you're clinging on, that you're not very smart, that it's a lot of criticism, it's a lot of judgment your way. You're not that smart, you're not that clever, you're just in it for you use your feminine wiles to seduce people, so they won't. There's just that type of story. Maybe even sprinkled in with a little crazy, like, a little loose, not that smart, attaches on. So this Emperor, this leader, that's what they were told about you. But this Emperor is seeing you as more of Six of Wands, public success. People cheer you on. You're having a lot of success. People are celebrating you. You're celebrating victories. Also sees you as Six of Cups, very loving, very childlike, very nurturing, and Muse of Voices, which is a path. It feels like you're on your path. You're just walking, you're just doing your own thing. You're marching to the beat of your own drummer. And it's getting you success. You are very loving and kind. So it feels like this person is trying to weigh out with what they've been told about you and what you really are, what they can perceive, and something, it doesn't make sense. Anything else we need to know about the Emperor? What does the Emperor decide? What's the Emperor perceiving? That they were lied to, that they were emotionally manipulated, told told tales about continually. Whoever the Emperor, there's something about financial, a leader. They were told so many tales, negative about you, but they're perceiving you as very different than how someone is trying to create some type of lies about you, or has done this. It feels like this is hidden, and it feels like someone is changing their mind. Maybe acknowledging that they'd been played in the past by whoever told them these lies about you. I feel like this person's smart enough to ask why. Like, wonder what. So what's at the root of this? Why would I be told all these lies about how bad the viewer is? Anything coming up about why they were told these lies? What was the motivation behind the lies? There's some happiness and clarity and childlike energy that you bring. You bring a lot of clarity. You might be someone who speaks their mind or speaks uncomfortable truths. You might be childlike at times and happy. This is someone who doesn't like your happiness. Someone who has worked they don't like you to be happy. Whoever is told these lies, they will work very hard because they just can't have you being happy. They don't want you to be happy. They don't want you to be celebrated. They don't want clarity for you. And I think that's what this Emperor is realizing, that what they've been told about you negatively was coming from someone who's just cannot stand to see you happy. Someone who has made it their life's work kind of to block your happiness. Wow. All right. The outcome and advice is the Tower in reverse. Something's falling apart. Someone's trying to hold things together so they don't fall apart. It feels like whatever illusions are falling. They no longer stand. People are seeing this. There's this King of Swords who's perceiving the past energy. There's this Emperor who is weighing things out about you, and things aren't adding up. There's this person from your past, an Emperor in reverse. Very controlling, very manipulative. Something's coming to light. It can't be hidden about how this person manipulates people. masks. And it feels like this person doesn't want you to be able to walk away from them despite their poor treatment of you. Doesn't feel like you're communicating with that person. Wow. The Tower's happening. Someone's being so reckless because so reckless. Foolish, reckless. They don't know how to start a new cycle. They don't have potential, and they're being reckless. And I don't like the combination. They're not using their intuition. Feels like whoever this is that's being reckless, they're doing this, it's coming from a defensive place, feeling wounded, feeling trapped. That's what it is, trapped, like a trapped animal, like a wild animal that's trapped, like realizing like I'm limited. I don't have many moves or any moves left. Feels like the walls are closing in around this person. They're trying to avoid reality. Their delusions are coming apart. Injustice in reverse. This is someone desperate. They're willing to do something very unjust, something so unfair. Feels like they feel validated or justified in doing this because they're desperate and feeling wounded. Devil energy, jeez. This energy is I want to stay far away from someone who is this reckless, that it feels like they have nothing to lose, or at least that's how they're perceiving it. They're very toxic. It feels like they're just continuing to go with this, doing things in a very unjust way, very obsessed. Feels like this doesn't feel like someone that you're in connection with. Feels like you're not in communication with this person. Feels like there's someone that you've broken up with. That was in the present energy, like a past person coming in with messages. I don't like any of these people. There's some type of things are falling apart. The environment, the group, the people, things aren't working. Feels like your ex might be going through a breakup and maybe losing their job, unable to move on. And I don't like that energy either. Feels like, they want to come back in and act like nothing's happened kind of energy. Like, hey, has enough time passed that you've forgotten about who I really am? They're down on their luck. Feels like whoever has been around them, they're losing their lover, They're losing their job, or the people around them don't want to work with them, that they can't move on. And you're showing up, and the advice is the Star. It looks like you are this unicorn getting your wish fulfillment. Yeah. So I hope this helps bring some clarity, that there's, if you've been feeling like there's a lot of energies, you've been feeling these people kind of in your energy, feeling people talking about you, projecting onto you. I'm hoping that this will help bring some clarity to that, and to know that everything that I'm perceiving is a switch, a big switch from the past when you were ganged up on. And things were very hidden, and now things feel like the tides have shifted, and you're coming out on top. People are seeing whatever deception, it feels like it's still going on, but they're being seen, and you are being seen as someone very healing, very loving. So keep being you. All right. Hope that helps.